everybody, hello world, I am Nick Taylor, and today I've decided to do a Q&A with my mother. I have asked you guys for questions to direct them to my mother, and well, let's just see how that shit goes. Let's get into it, why don't we?
Hi, I'm Nick's mom.
That's nice, nobody cares. Let's get into it right now, here we go. Alexa Sandoval asks, how does it feel to have given birth to someone that inspires so many people?
Excellent. Incredible feeling.
Oh, you just sitting like Oprah Winfrey. Excellent. Check under your seat, everybody. You get an excellent. Kristen asks, how does it feel raising a gigantic faggot?
I never thought that would happen.
It was a surprise. Alexa also asks, does Nick need a stepmom? Bow chicka wow wow.
Not at the current time.
She's lying. One of my friends want to know, how does this picture make you feel?
He needs to wipe his nose.
That's a rubber band.
Who flicked him?
Freezy Pop.
It makes me feel a little bad for his pain.
You should have really seen it when he hit him. They flicked it and he went, well, you know, that joke was just so funny, you know? I'm just saying. Shut up! I'm sorry! Vicky asks, if you had the chance, would you shove him back in?
Hell no!
I think that might hurt just a tiny bit.
Death by the giant faggot.
Lorena Crawford asks, sorry, I have to. How was Nick conceived? Missionary, doggy style, cowgirl, tied up?
Missionary.
Basic! Michael Daniels wants me to ask you, how old were you, Jennifer Raquel Taylor, when you first tried anal?
I didn't try it. He did, and I was 20.
Interesting. Very interesting. Autumn Marie asks, how do you feel about your son not being a virgin?
I'm cool with it. Don't really faze me.
Ariana Neva, whatever the fuck, asks, how does it feel knowing you birthed a superstar?
A superstar. 2.
Deanna Lockie asks, what was Nick's birth like?
He was sunny side up in a back labor and very, very painful.
How was your fat baby?
I had him naturally because by the time I re-arrived at the hospital, I was...
Re-arrived? You re-arrived at the hospital, did you?
By the time I had arrived at the hospital again, I was dilated to an 8. And he came out minutes later at 10:10 at night p.m. babbling. My
mother had around 15 cups of coffee due to being in so much pain, and that caffeine went straight through her and went into me. So I was only crying for a few minutes, and then after that I didn't go to sleep. I was like, I got bad boo boo.
True story, he stayed awake for 6 hours.
Mom says she wishes that she had a video camera to record it because nobody believes us.
They thought he was a crack baby, but it was just from the high caffeine levels where I drank 15 cups of coffee.
Scrunchy Munchy asks, have you ever done acid?
No, because that shit clings and dormant in your spine. Never do it, kids.
There's a video of a guy who got fucked by a horse.
That's it. Hey, man.
Not that bad. That's normal everyday life.
I'll just get another question. Darajan or Darajeen, however the fuck you say her name, asks, what is childbirth like?
Childbirth is a I could tolerate pain pretty well because I have my children naturally, but it is very uncomfortable. You could do so you do and won't be able to stay awake. You feel like you want to pass out. It's a combination of you can't sleep, wanting to pass out, you can't stand, you can't sit. You keep your ass up like this because you're in such pain and you want it out of you.
So does it feel like pushing a watermelon out your ass?
When you sit down, you could feel the baby coming down, and that is a contraction. So you want to lift your ass and kind of keep it in there like it used to be. And then you're like, no, it's got to come out because you sit back down. When I was traveling to the 3 times I've delivered, had children, given labor.
We had a very Darrison. But let's go to Terrace Chase and look for the vet. They have the pet.
Each time I was like this.
Thank you for that deep story. I feel like I was actually there. The light is on you now. It's time for you to be inspirational instead of me. Because one person asks, what's been your weakest point since your firstborn was born? How did you get through it?
My weakest point since Nicholas would have to be during the pregnancy of his little brother, when I found out that their father was living a double life, and within 6 weeks into that pregnancy, my only big brother I ever knew, genius, and my son's uncle died, and I had to cope with that loss. Then had to start my life all over again by finding someone new. And what inspired me to go on would have to be Nick's grandma and the fact that I still look good to find somebody else.
I don't care what anybody says. That's as deep as you're gonna get. Holy shit! Look good and push through that shit. Hey! So we're not gonna end this on a sad note. We're gonna end this happy. So let's get one more question up. Vicky Cat asks, for both of us, you like anal?
No.
Yes! I do. She does not. As my mother once said, she does not take the Hershey Highway.
Not at all.
It's messed up. You don't know what you're missing out on, honey. Well, that's the end of that Q&A right there. I hope you guys enjoyed it and enjoyed my lovely mother here. She got dressed up for it, so give her a like down there. Get that like button up. And if this is your first time seeing me and you think this is funny, well then subscribe. And I will see you watching me in my next video. Bye-bye!